Disney Plus.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I'm gonna die!
Taking them so long.
Hey, these guys are professionals. They're the best.
Totally. I hate a guy with a car and no sense of humor.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh, yeah, the Great Bambino. Of course. I thought you said the Great Bambi.
When you want to talk sports, you ask folks who have seen it all up close. So on The Al Travis Show, we go with the guys at the end of the bench. Time to talk all things sports.
We got them, John and Dan. Probably shouldn't talk about what we talked about in the green room first before we go on, but I didn't catch your answer, Dan. Here's what it was. So I asked because I don't know. The guy who's doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and I'm not going to remember his name, right?
Bad Bunny, yeah. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, that's right. Okay. He sings in Spanish. Good for him. I don't have any problem with that. He won something at the Globe and Globes or something yesterday. This is why it came to my mind. Mrs. Perez, I'm sorry, my sixth grade Spanish teacher, I remember about 6 words in Spanish, and I don't know how often I could go with where's the bathroom and to get by if I moved. So if I turn the SAP program on during the halftime, will it translate it to English?
You go ahead and try that, Al.
My point. I don't know. The last time I listened to music was in Huey Lewis in the News. I'm not a music guy, and if he sings only in Spanish, okay. Is his music good? Is the beat
Facebook
good?
Live moment, Al. Do that.
Why don't you try it and report back, huh? There, Al.
Well, I will watch it. What we got talking about is because of the Super Bowl. I thought the craziest thing I ever heard was when they put that Puppy Bowl thing on during the halftime show, and I don't know, the Wild Channel or whatever it was, like, you're doing what? And they advertised the living bejesus out of that. Everybody knew a Puppy Bowl was coming. And I remember the first one, let's flip over and see what that means. And it's cute little dog.
It's
like, okay.
Cute. Oh, yeah.
It was never going to last. It's like 20th anniversary of the Puppy Bowl is going on. There is a sub-market for all this stuff, right? I mean, there's there's many more. I don't know this. There's probably many more Spanish-speaking people who know who Big Bad Bunny is. I mean, again, I'm not a music guy. Than there are people who just got to watch the Bunny or the Dog Bowl. But Westminster, for folks, see how I'm bringing this all the way. The Westminster Kennel Club Championship on ESPN is tonight. It's their 150th anniversary, and I'm like, that thing is huge. Either of you watch it ever? I mean, I watched the ending when they show me the cute dog that won, but John does. Did you raise your hand?
If it's on once in a while, we'll watch some of it.
Okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying there's a niche market for everything. That's why you have 600 cable channels on TV. Not ripping it. All right, we got to talk.
No, I got a friend who is like way into that. Who is just actually trains a dog. Has their dog that they train for it and all that.
Watch Best in Show if you haven't watched that movie.
Oh. Is that the chicken one? No, the chicken show.
That's about a dog show. It's got Catherine O'Hara, who just passed away, and it's really fun.
Yeah, it's from many of the Spinal Tap group. It's from along with a few others, but it's that style of making fun of the dog shows.
The chicken show was one of the coolest things I've ever watched. It was so strange. I don't know if you've seen it. It's the same thing. It's about how to get the best chicken in show, and they go, these people are nuts. They're certified. Like, it's the chicken show. Yeah, watch it. It's a 2-hour documentary on the chicken show, and they show all the weird chickens that do this and how they win, and then the controversies that's in the chicken business. The gal you just said who passed, God rest her soul. I liked her, and I couldn't have named her name until she passed, and you're like, oh, Home Alone. She was in Beetlejuice. She was hilarious. Sorry, we're not talking any sports yet. All right. Let's talk
sports. Right? Were there sports going on?
There was interesting sports, especially for Minnesota fans. Quincy Adolfo Menza, the president of the Minnesota Vikings, gone, out of here. And what I think is just so strange, not that we said on the show, someone had to lose their job. You have a 14-win season. You're this close to going, and you reshuffle the deck, and you win, 9 games, right? And we don't make the playoffs. Someone had to lose their job. And I'll start with you, John, is Cam the guy who should have left?
I think so. Now, I was sort of a fan when they brought him in because I thought, the analytics thing, and It took me back to Billy Bean and Moneyball and all that. And I thought, nobody's applied this to football. If you can get some guys now, and you could look at some of it and say, well, there was bad luck with injuries with some of the guys and some other things, but his drafts, you can't really look at any of them and go, we scored on them. And that's a big part of that job. So he's had long enough. Didn't do it, and I'm fine with it.
Dan, let me throw this at you. They literally gave him a contract extension in May. Okay, who loses their job for that mistake? If you're that close to hanging on the line.
Coming out of last season, everyone was talking about he's a genius.
That's a good
brilliant.
point.
He's so it's and it seemed like it, but it still was. By this season, though, the lack of success with the drafts was starting to truly catch up, because I think he was doing okay with existing players, with finding talent from other teams, but he was I won't say great at that, but he was at least pretty good at it. But the draft just caught up with him. The big question I'm hearing is the same thing from the Twin side: is why now? Why not a few weeks? Why not the first week after the season? Why not? Why now?
See, and this is the stuff no one ever gets to know, but this is because I thought the same thing. Then what would do that? You know what happens? They all get together after the season's done, and Cam says, "Well, we should do this," and I think the coach has said this was on you, because I read somewhere that the coach did not want to start McCarthy this year. He thought he was too young and too naive and not ready, and yet Cam said, no, we're going to put that money and not go get another quarterback, let Darnold go. We're going to play it this way. And then when they get back together, it's the push come to shove when you're talking to the boss. How did we spend $300 million and we got back, went backwards this far? I think that's what did it. But you'll never hear that, right?
Probably
they never speak about it.
No, they won't. But it was.
If we had kept him and we were looking at the Super Bowl right now, he would be the toast of the damn town.
See, that's kind of it's kind of like the Bills get rid of their coach, Pittsburgh gets rid of their coach. Like all these guys who've got you to the playoffs over and over again are just idiots now. Yeah. Cam, is he really an idiot? Like you said, if McCarthy would have stayed healthy, if he had become the quarterback we thought he would, and maybe he still will. Cam's, like you say, he's a god in the business. He figured it out. He knows the secret sauce.
The secret code,
You're out of here. It's a tough business, man.
He'll find it. He'll get like an assistant GM job somewhere. And so I think he's still going to be
he'll be around.
I think he's going to be a popular guy, but yeah.
No, let's go to the Twin side of things. I think it's a little different. You look at your Vikings who a year ago, 14-win season. Yeah, we lost a game, and this was different. But Derek Falvey out as the president.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was him, or do you think it was the poll ads telling me don't spend any money? Do you think it was his idea to gut this team and make it completely irrelevant?
No,
you don't think it was his? So it was poll ads.
Not at all. Yeah, it was. And the way things are sounding now, it's sounding more and more like it was little brother Joe, who was, because you remember when they first made the switch in leadership at the ownership side, Tom, the big brother, just threw his little brother under the bus.
Yeah.
But the way the way at least the early scuttlebutt is that Derek and Joe probably had a little better relationship. So it's not that Derek necessarily got along with Joe's fire sale desire, but it was hey, we'll stick with you and all that, and we'll stick it out together, we'll work it out. And Tom's just like, this ain't, no, this is. Now there's also the assumption that Tom thinks they're winning this. Tom honestly thinks they're winning this year. Thinks they're going to be a competitive team this year.
I have John and Dan, two of the greatest Twins minds in all of baseball on the show. Anything leads you to believe that, Dan?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, hey, I would love to be wrong, but no.
John, on that same line, anything look positive this team? Now the president's gone. I don't know who even have left on the team.
I like what I'm hearing from Tom, and I agree a lot with what Dan said. Okay, Falvey was a victim of being too close to Joe, and so when he had the change, Tom probably looked at it and said, "I don't want some acolyte of Joe," because he, as Dan said, he had already thrown Joe under the bus. So get him out of here too. And it wasn't Falvey's fault. Those guys are often fall guys, right? Yeah. It is very odd to have this happen just a couple weeks before pitchers and catchers report, but the timing of it was because of the owner change. Yeah. You know, the running of the team, because you would have looked at this and expected this to happen in October. Just say we're cleaning house and get rid of the whole shooting match. So now you come in, it's a little who's looking for the players on the market. You know, the last guys are the ones that are getting cut from camp. That could be potential fellows to bring in.
Everybody's leftovers. That's what we're going to call everybody's leftovers.
February is a scramble, and we've signed some big guns in February before. We have.
Yep.
Does this team sound like they want to spend the money? Yet. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Raise your hand, though, if you're going to give FanDuel your money and purchase the sports package to watch these guys.
Remember, though, the Twins are not on FanDuel.
Well, that's right. The NBA, Major League Baseball took them, didn't they?
Yeah, they're the local team that isn't on FanDuel. However, I would suggest watch the two press conferences, because they had the ownership press conference followed by the Falvey press conference. The mood is completely different. The ownership press conference is just like just a dirge. Falvey's like, oh man, he's just joking with everybody, and he's just saying, man, what a great time, what a great ride. I'm out of this.
I got a big check to get out. The weight's off my shoulders. The world's not yelling at me, and somebody will pick him up. We got to go to break. We'll be back after this. We got to talk about your All-Star game with your basketball, your Timberwolves, and more coming up right after this.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
Think about it. A famous politician once said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts." But in a world full of AI and fake news, where can Minnesotans find the facts? Center of the American Experiment is Minnesota's go-to source for fact-based analysis and common sense solutions for taxes, energy, public safety, and our kids' education. Visit AmericanExperiment.org for more information. Think About It is brought to you by Center of the American Experiment, Minnesota's think tank.
as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
And we've got them, John and Dan, in talking all things sports with us, the guys at the end of the bench. Ant makes the All-Star roster for the fourth time in a row. He's not a starter, and be quite frank, I don't know if we talked about it or not. I don't know who I'd take out of the starting lineup in the West that he'd get in front of Jokic, the Victor, or any of the others that are ahead. I don't know that I would move him out, so I don't think that's bad. I'm glad he is an all-star. But my throw it to you guys is LeBron makes it as a reserve. Stats continue. 22 years in a row, he's made the all-stars, and he's really excited about it. Is that nothing more than a kiss to the legacy? Because I don't know that I put him in the top 15 in the West. That's just me. Now people can say he hate LeBron. Dan, you're drinking. John, real quickly, your thoughts on that. LeBron once again makes the All-Star list.
Oh, yeah, sure it is. It's designed to draw in viewers and improve the ratings. Because
him sitting on the bench will make you watch.
Well, it'll make some kids watch because they're huge fans, right? But I think you could make a better case for Randall or Gobert even.
Well, I was going to bring Gobert up, Defensive Player of the Year, right? He's going to get and he doesn't make the team because we don't care about defense.
Not an All-Star game.
Well, yeah. That is a great point. They should have like a side thing for defensive guys. I don't know how much fun that'd be.
Somebody, somebody might get hurt.
Well, what's your thoughts, Dan? LeBron, the king, he gets to make it again, and it's kind of like his stats. Yes, if you can play forever, and today they play much longer than before, you're going to make it up the list. I get it. I would almost want per game numbers, but that's another matter. But here he is making all-stars at 40, 41.
I agree with John. It's fan service. And, I'm not against the idea of having a slot or two on the roster that's really for fan service. Mm-hmm. But but at the same time, but usually to me, it's more when there's like an up and comer this is, would you want to be the group that was the first one to deny LeBron his slot?
Yeah, but when the king comes in and he sits at the end of the bench, what do all those other guys think? Like, high five on the way out. I would think so. It'd be a little hard to honor the king, as you say. Go sit down there. You'll be up in the fourth quarter when it's
one. They're going to trot him out at some point. Everybody will give him a standing O, and he'll make a couple of plays, and then they'll pull him out, and he'll get another standing O, and hugs
how
from
much
everybody.
Longer? All right, but I think we agree he's not probably one of the top 20 players. Okay,
no.
Real quickly, I'm going to ask you guys. I'm doing a favor for me. John looked it up. It's on ESPN. I need you both to find time tomorrow to watch the flag football game, the all-star flag football game, and all the great games that go around it, including the punt, pass, and kick competition. I don't know, tug of war. Are you guys dedicating yourselves to watch that? I'm going to. I'm telling you right now, I will tell you how it went.
I believe you.
I'll find 5 minutes for the highlights afterwards, if there are any.
You know what? Good.
How long is the actual game? They can't spend 3 hours doing this, right?
Well, it's on a Tuesday night. There's nothing else on but the Housewives of whatever. So, yeah, they probably can't. I will watch it and let you know. And I like that, your thoughts, John. ESPN, after every ball game, has the condensed, just watch the good play. But I wonder if they can even come up with anything in an all-star game for that. It'd be like a 30-second commercial. I don't know.
Are they going to have like slow-mo replays, like some hand almost reaching for the flag?
The announcers have got to go through that. I feel sorry for them. Got to go. We're out of time. John, Dan, love you guys. We'll get you guys back in here on Friday. They're the guys at the end of the bench.
At LGH Wealth Management, our mission is to create financial empowerment through independent, personalized, and authentic financial planning. That means meeting you where you are and helping you get where you want to go.